Alolo, I'm the official name rater. My job is to look through the first page of Google, review the nicknames provided by the internet, and then give my recommendations at the end. So I guess we're ending here. Today we're looking at Necrozma. Necrozma is a bit of a big one, and this is one where I have to record out of order. I have not recorded Solgaleo or Lunalia yet. I have to go through all 4 forms of Necrozma, starting with base form, and then we're going to look at Duskmane and Dawnwings, and I'll even check up Ultimate, but I don't think Ultimate's going to have anything, just to see what sort of different nicknames we could come up with. Now, if there's anything that I feel works, between Dawnwings, or Duskmane and Dawnwings, those will appear in the Lunala and Solgaleo episode. So if you ended up seeing it in that, then I mentioned it, then that's why. We're going to treat this the same way I treated Kira. Quasar is not one I feel like I've seen before. And it kind of warrants me to be like, oh, that's new and different. But at the same time, also, I'm like, oh, but Rayquaza, so that's kind of where my mind gets detached a little bit. Nova, though, that's one I've used before for Flareon before switching over, so that's worth highlighting, I suppose. Zero is just a nice generic name we see all the time. I suppose I'll acknowledge this one, it's not fully after the move, so I'll let it slide. And I don't know, the elemental heroes, I remember watching a little bit of GX. It's weird. I remember watching some of GX, but apparently there was seasons after Battle City that I've never seen before, and I still at some point might make it a goal to look through those just to see what those are like. So, I don't know, that's funny, but I don't know. I don't remember this one, but for the sake of Yu-Gi-Oh! We'll acknowledge it. Necrozma Osborne. This is good. I like that one. Eclipse, we've seen countless times in the past before, so I'll acknowledge that one just for the sake of it. Blinding one, I suppose, if you want to use an official name, because that's what they refer to it as in Ultra. I don't think they ever really talk about Necrozma much in Vanilla Moon. Black Hole Sun barely fits, I think, so I kind of like that idea. Devourer of Light won't even fit, nor will Pillager of Light. They might fit, Pillager might. UB Black, was that what it was referred to? Okay, so I did forget this one, which is why I typed it up. And that's mostly just because they changed it from UB Black to, the blinding one. So I think for the sake of the Ultra Beasts, going off of their little official names or nicknames or whatever, I'm okay with it, because I think most of them are pretty good. I don't necessarily hate Flashbang, but I don't know if I would put on Necrozma. And then oof, ouchie my eyes. Well done, son. Again, highlighting this one just so you guys have something to look at. Out of all of them, Dr. Doom and Ultron, I think I'm okay with. I like Ultron a little bit. Dr. Doom, I know we saw some, what was it? Oh, there was some Pokemon where it was D-E-W-M, and it was a play on words, but I don't fucking remember what it was, and I like that one. That one was a cute one. Yeah, I thought this seemed strange that it said I'd been here before. Okay, The End I have written down as a Metal Gear Solid reference. I'm not super familiar with Metal Gear Solid, I'm just going to be honest with that. But I did like the theme that they did with characters, and The End is just a good name. So I'm fine with that one. I like that one. It's worth highlighting. Alright, so this is the bottom of the first part with regular Necrozma, where we are going to look up... I don't think we've done anything too well. We'll start with Ultra Necrozma first. Okay, I even went down a little bit further, because here's where it goes. But yeah, Ultra Necrozma bears absolutely no results. I want to go ahead and say, if you ever at any point title things you didn't know, I hate you. Don't assume things. You don't know what I do and don't know. Majority of the time, for the bullshit that's on those fucking twat articles for stupid idiots, it's all bullshit that's obvious anyway. And then this, I actually don't know what everyone names their thing, so I don't know, but don't care about that. And yes, I caught myself, what was it, the last time we saw him, I technically misread it, because I thought I said this is what everyone should name it, but he's saying this is what everyone does, not what everyone should. Well, the same. Just the word this, if you title anything on YouTube with the word this, it's basically automatically desperation, because it's just one of those trigger words. But yeah, there's my mouse. Going through it, Ultra Necrozma did bear nothing different. So now we're gonna try Duskmane first. Yet again, actually no results at all for typing in Duskmane Necrozma. Like, it's pretty much the same. A lot of it is just what is a Duskmane Necrozma, and then links we literally just clicked on like moments ago. I will say Sun Eater. I'm not gonna say I like it, but I will just acknowledge it just to say we saw one thing, and that's it. Alright, this one's gonna be edited out of place in a little bit to the end or whatever, but I like the idea of Dark Knight for Dawn Wings. That one's pretty cool. I'm okay with that. Like, that's different compared to everyone else who'll do Batman. You know, name your Crobat Gotham rather than Batman. Dark Knight's at least something different, and it works extra well because Bat plus Knight. So I like that one. Writing that down. Why the fuck is there a baby? Does that look like a Necrozma? Go to the fucking top of the page. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing, Kadoddle. You fucking mentally challenged twat. Pikachu. Oh my gosh. I need Thanos to snap these people out of existence is what I fucking need. What is this shit? Thankfully it was only 21. Okay, this is stupid as fuck, but you know what? It got me thinking. What if you took one of them, right? We could say Solgaleo, and you could call that one Coke. And then you could name Lunala Pepsi because of the color scheme. But you know what? We've technically never seen Coke and Pepsi as nicknames before, and since you put Pepsi Light, you put it in my head. Well done. Thanks. I forgot to show that the spreadsheet's empty, by the way. And no, the spreadsheet does not highlight depending on each form. Okay, I decided to look just a little bit further just to see if anything else popped up. But yeah, we already found one more thing than normal as far as Dawn Wings over Duskmane. I am curious about this one. I think I might give this one here a look. And also check and see if Duskmane has a different thing. But in other words, this is it. So this is our last dive. I just want to show you that this is actually nothing. There's nothing here, right? So let's go back, and then you go back one more time, and then there's not one for Duskmane. There's like, this one's shiny, but I'm not going to click on that because if it only works when it's shiny, it's not going to work in general. So there's that. So, that's that. I've checked through Necrozma and Solgaleo and Lunala for my own written ideas, and I didn't have anything written down. I don't personally nickname Legendary, so it makes sense. We've looked through all 4 forms of Necrozma, and I think only like one bit is actually going to end up in the Lunala episode, and that's it. So if it seemed weird to you, that's why, but I'm going to try and remember to make a heads up about it, I guess, when I record that video. We do have a single comment suggestion. Eclipse, we already technically talked about that. Diamond Head. You know, it's actually kind of fun, because I really don't remember that bit of Sun and Moon. Like, I don't remember shit about the post game of Sun and Moon other than like you go out in a field, you catch like 5 Pheromosas, and then that's like it. So the idea that it's like, oh, it's on 10 Carat Hill, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I don't remember that. Moonshine and Sunshine. I like Moonshine better than Sunshine, but you know that it works for what it's trying to do. The blinding one we already talked about, and then Nebby because of. And this is only going to realistically work for the Dusk and Dawn forms of Necrozma because Nebby, yeah, get it, there's the story spoilers in case you finish the game. It's a Cosmog that got fused into another guy. So, that's that. What was the one thing I wrote down? It was for Dawn Wings, right? Yeah, Dark Knight. Okay, that's another part that's going to show up in the Lunala episode. Dark Knight I liked. That one was really good. You could also just technically use that for regular Lunala as well. Well, that's that. We looked over things. I didn't have anything else in particular that I thought was great. Like I said, I don't nickname legendaries. So, any ideas and suggestions you have, feel free to put in the comments below. Give a thumbs up to the ones you think are good. Please specify which form of Necrozma you're talking about. If I'm honest, I actually don't remember how Ultimate Necrozma works. I don't know if it's an ability or Like, it was like a Mega Evolution without being a Mega Evolution, right? So, like, does it work in Galar? Is that possible? I don't remember. Yeah, but specify the form, or if it doesn't matter, you don't have to, but, you know, it would help to do so. Give thumbs up to the ones you think are good, and yeah, I want to take a moment to praise one aspect of Necrozma's design, and this drives me insane. I hate how you can only have either Cure White or Cure Black. You can't have both. You have one pair of DNA splicers, but you can't have more than one of them. Like, that annoys the shit out of me. And they fixed this with Necrozma, where you can have both of them. Because I'm the kind of person where it's like, I want to have both, and then I want to have their original forms as well. So this way it's like, I've got variety, you know? Hey, I just feel like we're using regular Lunala, I can do that. Hey, I want to use Darkwind, Duskmane, or whatever, I can do that. I want to use regular Necrozma, I can do that. I want to have that freedom. And I don't feel like I have that freedom with Kira. So I like that the Necrozma, they fixed that. That's it. I don't know if it works like that with Calyrex yet. I technically don't have Spectre as of this recording. Maybe one day I'll get it. I still need to. It's on my to-do list. Part of me thinks I need to replay through all Galar, but I just haven't done that yet. If you know the answer, actually tell me that. Can you have more than one Calyrex on a horse?